Welcome, my friends. There's something special about reaching the other side of 40. While the world out there might be obsessed with algorithms, AI, and shiny gadgets, we find real value here, among old stumps and the scent of pine resin. It's the raw fusion of human strength, experience, and pure mechanical power. Today, I want to take you on a journey through the life of chainsaws, from a child's first steps to the roar of giants felling the massive timber of California. Take a deep breath of that pre-mix scent, because this is a story about heritage and power. Do you remember the first saw you ever touched? For many of us raised in rural America, or the edges of European forests, the sound of a two-stroke engine is like a lullaby. Look at this young lad, only 6 years old, yet he's handling a Stihl MS 171. Some folks today might gasp, "Good Lord, he's too young." But we, those of us raised on farms and timberland, know better. Skill and respect for a tool can't be learned from a book. It's passed down from father to son, through long weekend afternoons in the backyard. Do you remember the first saw you ever touched? For many of us raised in rural America or the edges of European forests, the sound of a two-stroke engine is like a lullaby. Look at this young lad, only 6 years old, yet he's handling a Stihl MS 171. Some folks today might gasp, "Good Lord, he's too young." But we, those of us raised on farms and timberland, know better. Skill and respect for a tool can't be learned from a book. It's passed down from father to son, through long weekend afternoons in the backyard. The MS 171 isn't a monster, but it's the perfect start. Light, reliable, and precise. Look at the way he starts it, the steady stance. It's not just about bucking a log. It's a lesson in self-control and mastering power within one's own hands. When you teach a child to use a saw properly, you're teaching them to face the world head-on with responsibility. That is how we keep this tradition alive. But as we grow, so does our need for power. And if Stihl represents German refinement, Husqvarna carries the wild blood of Scandinavia. Listen to the roar of this 312 OXP beast with its new ignition coil. Do you hear that? That's the heartbeat of 118 CCS. This is one of the most powerful production saws ever built by man. At our age, we're done with cheap, flashy things. We want the feel of solid steel, tightened bolts, and the way an engine snaps to life when you blip the throttle. Restoring an old machine, swapping a coil, tuning the carb until it's humming perfectly. That's a kind of therapy no doctor in New York or London can prescribe. When this husky screams, the fatigue of the office job vanishes. It's just you and the machine. And now, the main event. We're in Forest Falls, California. Standing before us is a titan, a massive, dead white fir, looming tall and dangerous. In the world of arboriculture, this is where experience speaks loudest. You see, it's not just about the saws, it's the coordination with massive cranes. Taking down a dead giant in a residential area isn't for dreamers. One mistake, one bad notch, and tons of timber come crashing through a roof. Watch these arborists work. They're like aerial dancers with saws strapped to their hips. Massive sections of the trunk are severed by Stahl saws in an instant, then lifted away by the crane like they were toys. At 40, we watch this with a deeper understanding. We know those clean cuts came from thousands of hours of sweat, scars on the hands, and an absolute respect for gravity. The tree may be dead, but the dignified way it's brought down is a testament to man's mastery over nature.
Russell! Cable up, tell him, talk to him. Cable up. Good job, dude.
We gonna leave the stump?
We got some big back, huh? That one time we do that green tree with the people coming down the road. Yeah, mine. That's about 7,000. Maybe it was 11.
What about,
My friends, from the small saw in a child's hands to the industrial rigs in California, there is a common thread: steadfastness. The world might change, gas might give way to electric, but the feeling of finishing a woodpile for the winter, or the peace of mind after clearing a hazard in your yard, those values are eternal. We, men who have walked half a lifetime, know that happiness is often as simple as a sharp chain, a full tank, and a job done with our own two hands.
I was almost picturing that, like, have the first chunk come off and
Thank you for joining me on this journey. Keep your chains sharp and your spirit as steady as an old pine. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.